Okay, so I wanted to occasionally take a day to go through bond conversations in Dynasty Warriors Origins because some of them are genuinely hard to unlock. Mainly like... my controller isn't working. Oh, because I was in there. So I want to go through the bond conversations. I'll start out with the way ones. I probably won't get through all of them, but I want to do like half an hour or so.
Hey, so why weren't we invited to the War Council? Huh? We did more than anyone else in the last fight.
Zhangfei, remember our place. We are a band of volunteers without official positions. If we start demanding to be included in the council, we'll be seen as a burden rather than an ally.
Ah, you might be right, brother, but it still aggravates me.
Yes, I am of the same opinion. While our men were thrown into confusion by the sorcery, your militia alone kept your heads. None can dispute your contribution to our victory. I will ensure your efforts are recognized.
Why, thank you, Lord Cao Cao. We owe our success in battle to this warrior, who saw through the enemy's sorcery. He, too, deserves your lordship's praise.
I see. So, that clear-eyed gaze of yours sees through sorcery, does it? You rise above the chaos on the ground, roam the length of the battlefield, find the path to victory. Like a bird of prey soaring in the sky, Ziluan, that should be your name.
A winged omen that heralds the reign of a good king and condemns that of a wicked king, leading the world toward peace. Peace in the Luan.
Cao Cao, stop warbling like a poet. You're just confusing them.
His lordship is a true scholar.
Still, Zuluan. It has a nice ring to it, and fits you well.
Yes, I like it too.
It's not our opinion that counts, though, is it, brother?
A lively group you have here. I shall be counting on you in the coming battles.
So that's the first bond conversation you unlock with Cao Cao. This is the second one, then the third one, then the fourth one, and so on.
It's been too long, Zluan. I knew we would meet again one day, but I never expected to see you as a retainer of Lord Wang Yun. I am happy that a man of such rank has taken an interest in you, but I find it slightly unfortunate as well.
Indeed. We all feel the same way. Lord Wang Yun beat us to the punch. If we had had you with us, things would have been a lot easier. That's for sure.
We are now contending against a group of treasonous retainers in the capital. Our allies in this fight are most notably Lord He Jin and Lord Wang Yun. The Yellow Turbans are not long gone, and now corruption has taken root at the seat of power. We must sever those roots or prepare to face the next Zhang Jiao.
I don't know how much you already know, but the situation in Luoyang is going to get rough.
You're going into the capital too, right? If we both make it out alive, I hope we meet again.
It's been a while. Thank you for heeding my request. Let me get right to the matter at hand. I'd like your help in fighting the Yellow Turbans once more.
Yes, their remnants are stubbornly clinging on.
It's surprising how they still manage to resist, given that Zhang Jiao is long dead.
They have a huge number of men in Qing province, and are now poised to launch a raid on Yin. As governor, my job is to eliminate any and all threats to this land.
As it happens, our lord was appointed to the post because the former governor, Liu Dai, was murdered by these yellow turbans from Qing. It has benefited us to have this territory as a base, but we cannot govern properly while such a threat lingers.
Right. And if those rebels were to launch a full-on invasion, the whole province would be devastated. We have heard reports that they don't even bring their own supplies. They rely almost entirely on looting.
So, they abandoned their fields because of war and poverty, and became marauders themselves. Perhaps their situation is an embodiment of the chaos of these times.
Do not think of them as mere rabble. They're an enemy willing to do anything. Treat them as such. They're unlike the Yellow Turbans we fought before. So keep your guard up.
So I think that's the one you unlock upon siding with Wei in Chapter 3, but I don't remember when all these occur, so I probably won't mention when they all occur.
Allow me to welcome you again.
Here, here. You've already done so much to help us. I'm glad you decided to formally join our forces.
Agreed. I just wish we could find more people like you.
On the one hand, you are valuable to us simply for your excellent abilities as a warrior. Yet, your versatility is what makes you special. And so I will not give you any strict orders. You can do as you see fit. Very well, then. Use your gifts to soar through the battlefield like a Luen.
We have enough ships, and enough men. We also have the fledgling Phoenix's plan, and an insider. We've done all we can to prepare.
But even so, the joint forces of Sinchuan and Liu Bei are deployed on the Yangtze River and at Chibi, ready and waiting for our assault. Soldiers are valuable not to be sacrificed. If the enemy were wise, they would never fight a battle that they thought they were destined to lose.
So you're saying they see a path to victory?
In numbers, we have the overwhelming advantage. But we must entertain the idea that they have devised the means to level the odds.
That makes sense. But what could it be?
Here, what worries me most is the chance of a fire attack. A massive fleet of vessels, packed tight on a river, will be a tempting target. But such an attack is risky. It's more than just setting a few fires amongst the enemy. Flame is a fickle enemy. Depending on the direction of the wind, the blaze can easily be swept towards one's own ships and men. The great Sun Tzu himself warned that fire attacks should only be used under certain circumstances.
The direction of the prevailing winds on the Yangtze seemed to preclude the possibility of a fire attack. For this reason, I too support Lord Pantong's proposal. We should chain our ships together and form a stable platform across the river.
This would address the problem of our soldiers getting seasick. But what if the winds were to change direction?
I doubt that would happen. It's not impossible, I grant you that, but still, unlikely.
Which is why We will be counting on you. We may have cause to call upon your power as the Guardian of Peace.
You have the power to read the movement of the air itself, yes? Which means you'll be able to tell us the instant the winds change direction.
Humility is all well and good, but I know you can do it. I've been relying on your extraordinary talents for a long time now, ever since we fought the Yellow Turbans many moons ago. You mustn't forget that more than any man, I know exactly what you're capable of. Now is the time to claim the mantle of greatness. After all, you are my Zuluan, remember?
So I guess I should give a little context because at the point this video is coming out, I won't have started uploading my Dynasty Warriors Origins walkthrough, but I've 100%'d this game. So let's start Dion Way's bond conversations now. Oh, I guess maybe the amount of hands in that one box is when it represents the chapter it occurs in.
Which one, though? Hey! Can't say I expected to run into you here. Me? I'm in the middle of picking up something for my lord. By the way, your exploits in that battle in Yin province were remarkable. Lord Cao Cao thinks extremely highly of you. I must admit, I'm envious. However, my lord can be hard to understand at times. Taking in the Yellow Turbans like that? I've said this before, but I'm the same as those Yellow Turbans. Lord Cao Cao ignored my past, took me in, and gave me his trust. Giving a roughneck like me something to be proud of in life besides physical strength. I must repay that favor however I can, even through something as small as odd jobs. Right, and when it comes to shopping, I can carry a good 3 times what an average person can. Would you really help me out? You're pretty sharp after all. I'd appreciate you checking over these items and their prices. Let me know if they're reasonable or not. You help me out here, and I'll treat you to a bite in return. How about it? I owe you one. Good luck to have run into you here. Well, I'm not going to let my good fortune go to waste. Let's get to it.
So obviously the hands don't represent the chapter they occur in, because that must have happened in chapter 3.
Hey, do you have a moment? It's nothing too serious. There's just something I'd like to say to you. Firstly, I want to thank you for your efforts in the battle with Louis Bu. If you hadn't been there, we'd have been in trouble. You have my gratitude, truly. I hope to repay the favor someday. Now you're making me blush. But it's nice to hear you feel that way.
Even with how much time I put into this game, I'm still not used to them calling Lu Bu Louis Bu.
How can I put this? Your background is something of a mystery, right? Yet, my lord placed you at his side, regardless. He is nothing if not open-minded. But it's not like I'm trying to draw your story out of you, so you can relax. We're comrades now, regardless of our backgrounds. we've both risen to prominence thanks to Lord Cao Cao. So, how about it? Will you serve him alongside me? With you there, I'd have another person I can really count on. I'm sure of it. Of course not. Please keep an open mind and think it over. My lord has a vision, one that gives me hope for the future. I'm desperate to help make it a reality. Yet there are many who would stand in his way. And sometimes, we're the only ones in a position to stop them. I'm sure you know what I mean. I'm not trying to worry you or anything, but just keep this in mind when times get tough, okay? Anyway, enough serious talk. Let's go eat. To protect a man like Lord Cao Cao, one must keep their strength up. You should follow my example. I didn't think I would have the chance to properly thank you. We spoke about resolve before, right? And now, we've come full circle. I would have been happy to lay down my life to protect my lord at one castle. But I'm even happier to have lived to fight another day. You really are something else. You risked your life not just for my lord, but for me as well. A humble man, I see. Then you'll have to allow me to thank you in earnest. Of course, I'm honored to have been able to put my life on the line for my lord in his time of need. But seeing how overjoyed everyone was when I came back alive, even now it brings a tear to my eye. And witnessing my lord's humble reaction in particular, even though I failed to protect his kin. He says that sacrifices are inevitable on the path to conquering the land. But it's not as if he's callously throwing away lives. Realizing that has made me feel embarrassed at how I've acted up until now. I must become stronger. I must protect those who would end up being discarded on the path to conquest. You've accomplished that, so there's no reason to assume I can't do the same, right? A man who's faced death is stronger for it. Now, we've still got some grub to enjoy. Can't protect our lord on an empty stomach, right? I owe you my life, so I'll be making sure you eat well every day from now on.
All right, on to Guoja.
Going back early today, sir? The staff and the regulars will be disappointed, you know.
Sorry. I only came to pick up something I forgot. But I will be sure to come by soon. Oh, would you mind keeping my coming here a secret from the others? If you would agree to staying silent, I will share a favorite of mine in return. That's right. It's a kind of entertainment. Something that will satisfy you. I've been rather indulgent recently, so I'd planned to stay away today. But I've changed my mind. This chance meeting is not one I can let go. So how about it? Shall we head out now? I might be able to find a new kind of fun with you. Quite the formal one, are you? Well then, let's head out on our first round together. There are too many people here. Let us go elsewhere. I'll go on ahead. If you wish to try a new experience, then follow me. Hi. I must say, I'm embarrassed to have you see me like this. I might have drunk a little too much last night. You can leave me here. I'll feel better soon enough. Not at all. Oh. I suppose there's no use telling you a lie. Those eyes will pierce right through it. I know you're the one they call a guardian of peace. Lord Shunyo was happy to tell me all about you when he was intoxicated. But it's not fair that I have learned your secret. So, let me share with you one of my own. You understand. I don't have long left. We've been through a lot together, you and I. But for my next and final journey, you will have to allow me to go alone. And yet, the reason I am telling you this, have you worked it out yet? Exactly. I want to continue to fight alongside you until the very end. And so, I have a favor to ask of you. I want you to tell me how far you think I can push myself. I always feel I can go much further whenever I'm around you. So keep that in mind as well. Thanks to you. Well, if you understand, then I'd like for us to stick together for as long as possible. Dear Zuluan, with noble wings and eyes like the dawn, when my time comes, I beg of you to guide my wish to the heavens.
So I'll finish Guoja and then do Joshu and call it there.
It's warm here, and being with you gives me a warm feeling as well, a feeling of security. It's probably just my lingering elation at still being alive. Thanks to what everyone's done for me. Jiashu, Lord Shunyo, all of Lord Cao Cao's top strategists depend on you greatly. At Mount Bailang, they advised you not to let me overexert myself in battle. As a result, I failed in my objective to live as I wished and accept death when the time came. I owe you all greatly for that, and I doubt I will ever be able to repay you. I suppose you're saying that to ease my worries, But as a strategist, it was obvious to me what you were doing, and I happily went along with it. My life will be shorter than others. That fact won't change. Nonetheless, I can't deny the change in my heart's deepest desires. Once, I would have been glad to trade my short life to help Lord Cao Cao achieve his goal. But now, I think I would rather live longer and achieve my own aims. I want to spend more time with my friends and with you. You are the one who changed it. You will take responsibility, won't you? Now, enough of this serious talk. Let's have some fun, shall we? I've been out of sorts lately, but having you around calms me. It feels as though nothing's impossible as long as we're together.
Well, hello there. It's been a while. Huh. Was it just me who felt that way? Oh well, in any case, that's not a bad thing. I'm not here for any particular reason. I just happened to hear a rumor about you. So I figured I'd come say hello while I'm taking a break. You know, all the things I have to do. I currently serve Lord Li Jue. He's one of the generals who succeeded Dong Zhuo and took control of the capital. After Louis Bu murdered Dong Zhuo, it was Wang Yun who took control of the imperial court. But then the remnants of Dong Zhuo's army, including Lord Li Jue, defeated Wang Yun and ousted Louis Bu, which is how we've come to where we are now. You were one of his house guests, right? Friends with his daughter? Anyway, I was doing decently well under our new leader, Lord Li Jue. But now, well, things have gotten a bit tense. Ambitious people like them always assume everybody else thinks the same way they do. So in their minds, anyone not demanding promotion for their achievements, like me, is suspect. So the more work I do, the less I'm trusted. Still, writing that out is also part of being a tactician. Making me spill my story like that. You've got a knack for making people talk. Glad to hear it. I wouldn't mind doing this every once in a while, if you're interested. Or maybe you're not, but I hope you'll say yes. In any case, it's fun speaking with you. Well, I'd better leave. Let's talk more in depth next time, huh? If we're both still alive, that is. There you are. I had a feeling you'd be around here, and I was right. I knew you'd be glad to see me. I've been wanting to talk more. We've known each other since before we started serving Lord Cao Cao, so I figured it'd be good to deepen our friendship. Then it's decided. Let's have each other's backs from here on out, even when things get difficult. Anyway, both you and I have changed since we first met, haven't we? Especially since we met Lord Cao Cao. That man takes anyone under his wing. It doesn't matter if you're suspicious or if you try to entrap him. And we probably wouldn't be talking like this if we weren't both working for him. Right? If we had met as enemies, it would have been different. And working under Lord Cao Cao is pretty good, don't you think? He doesn't let emotion influence who he trusts. He leaves the past in the past, and all he considers is whether you fit into the future he dreams of. That's why I can propose ideas and speak my mind without worrying about the petty stuff. Besides, the tacticians around here are all just as quirky as I am. I can't help but look forward to each strategy meeting. Such entertaining times, you know? Well, you're beyond quirky, that's for sure. I don't have much in the way of personal ambition. In fact, I'm much more interested in making a path for someone else to achieve their goals. And that someone? Well, I was hoping it could be you. So, how about we remain friends from here on out?
Do I have a choice?
When you agree so readily, that makes me suspicious. It kind of makes me want to interrogate you. You know, something always felt different about you. But now I think I know why. I see hope in you. The deep color of the sky you see right before the end of a long, dark night. That's what's in your eyes. But there's more to it than that now. Anyway, no need to think too hard about it. Let's just continue to get along. I hope I didn't catch you by surprise. I wanted to talk to you about what's in store for us in the future. Yeah. I didn't want to keep you waiting. So, we've been serving Lord Cao Cao for a while. And he's made major progress towards his goals, having won at Guandu. And gained control of the Central Plains. Lately, I've been thinking about what I should do next. Do I remain with the leading faction and serve as a central figure in the forging a new era? Or do I head out in search of something different? Either way, I thought it'd be fun if I could do it with you by my side. Yeah, I thought you would. That's what I was hoping to hear. Still, things aren't set in stone quite yet, even if Lord Cao Cao has almost made it. But no matter what the future holds, I want to keep you close by. So, whatever you plan on doing, you can expect I'll be along for the journey. That's how much I like you.
Alright, that's it for this video. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one. Also, I might have more bond conversations coming out later today. I haven't decided yet or not if I'm gonna do that or not.